Good morning. I'm Karen Taradas with Social U. It's time for What's Up Wednesday, where we come to you live every Wednesday and talk about digital marketing tips, tricks, and trends. We specialize in social media here. And of course, it's the end of the year. So all this month, we're going to talk about the end of wrapping up this year and getting ready for next year. Today, we're going to talk about trends for 2022. Next week, we're going to talk about lessons learned 2021. The week after that, we're going to do planning for 2022. And then I think since December has 5 Wednesdays, we're going to have one Wednesday of just total Q&A. So anything you guys want to talk about or wrap up for this year, you just need to let me know. So let's go ahead and jump in. Yeah, there's a lot going on in 2022. Let's start with the big one, TikTok. TikTok, the prediction for 2022. Yeah, I said 22. There's a lot going on in 2021. It's been an interesting year for social and digital marketing, but TikTok is growing. It's going to become, the predictions are, the most important social media platform in 2022. It surpassed 1 billion users in September of 2021. And let me just give you some perspective. That's a 45% increase in less than a year compared to Instagram. Their largest growth rate was 6%. 45, 6. Massive difference. TikTok has 173% growth. That's the whole total overall. But in users, it grew, just in the last year, it's grown 45%. Overall growth since it started, based on last year's 173%, and Reels growth last year is only 22%. So when I say growth, that's not even a good enough description. TikTok has exploded. If you have not embraced TikTok, it's time to take a look at it and maybe get on board. It's a great organic way to grow your business. So yeah, TikTok, it's time to check it out. And I'm not just saying that because I'm addicted, because I am addicted, but you do need to check it out. Okay, number 2, you're going to be spending more on ads for smaller platforms. I love Facebook. I'm not saying don't spend money on Facebook ads, but I am saying that Facebook still drives me crazy, and it's not the only player in the room. So it is possible to spend money on YouTube. It is possible to spend money on Pinterest or LinkedIn or TikTok and have success. It doesn't all have to go through Facebook. That is some crazy TikTok numbers. Yeah. Let me just one more time. 45% growth in less than a year compared to Instagram's 6% growth. And when I say TikTok versus Reels, I mean the actual videos. TikTok Reels have grown 173%. Reels growth is 22%. Massive growth. Massive. Okay. Number 3, shoppers want to buy directly from social media. I cannot tell you I'm the worst. I will be just going through Instagram. I will see something cool and buy it. I cannot tell you how many things I've purchased from Amazon because I saw a cool gadget video on TikTok. I'm a sucker for that stuff. I love it. And I expect to be able to buy it directly in the platform because that's where I am. And the platform wants to retain the usage, and it wants to retain you as a visiting user. So they don't want you to leave the platform. They want you to buy where you are. And that's going to continue to grow. Number 4, and this should come as no surprise to anyone. Well, it's not going to be any shock to anyone under the age of 30, but phone use for business is on a rapid decline. And you guys know why. The older the audience gets, and as your consumer is replaced with a newer audience, they don't want to talk to you on the phone ever. Facebook, you're looking at a 64% of people, based on a survey that Facebook did, 64% of people said they would prefer to message rather than call to do business with a business. And according to Gartner, also a survey, 60% of all customer service requests will be managed by digital media by 2023. So what does that mean for you? It means stop ignoring your notifications when Facebook Business Suite tells you that you have a message or comment or direct message. Pay attention, respond, because that's where your audience is going to go. So it's time for you to invest in monitoring that and responding to the platform. Okay, number 5. Long form videos really only truly working on YouTube. And when I say long form video, I mean anything over 3 minutes. 60% of all videos published across the internet on any platform for 2020 were all under 2 minutes long. That's tremendous. So you're talking about 40%, only 40% were over 60 seconds. That's nuts. That's nuts. So If you're going to do long form, Facebook isn't the way to go anymore unless it's live. I mean, there are caveats here and there because I am definitely over 60 seconds today. However, just as a general use, you want to look at trying to stay under 3 minutes. Under 1 minute is even better. And some of our best videos are under 15 seconds because they get tremendous engagement. If you're going to go long form, it really needs to be on YouTube. Okay, number 6, ads are more critical. Average organic reach on Facebook has fallen this year. Oh, this hurts my heart. From 11% to 5% organic reach. Yikes. So that means Facebook ad performance is going to be that much more effective for you coming up in 2022. That hurts my heart. Number 7, niche Facebook experiences are more prominent. So it's kind of a handoff. Yes, your organic posting on your page has fallen. However, groups, lives, anything that's a more niche experience through Facebook portals, which, ew. I love Facebook. I'm not even going to say that. Let's just say Facebook Live and Facebook groups. That engagement is on the rise. But you can't advertise inside of a live. You can't advertise inside of a group. So advertising to get the people to come to you and then engage with them, that's going to be just even bigger this year. So if you haven't made a private group to talk to your audience directly, you may want to think about integrating that into your marketing plan. Let's see. 8. Social listening is a thing. And nowadays, you just about can't post without social listening. And things that people used to think were completely okay to say, they were never completely okay to say. But now someone will tell you to your face, you cannot say that. That's the difference. It's never been okay to say this, but now it's out there for the whole world. So don't be surprised when someone says, you can't say that. So many brands have gotten smacked in the last year for being insensitive or being rude. If you guys will refer back to, I think it was October, I talked about social media horror stories where brands made some terrible mistakes. They were always mistakes. They're just now more public. So you have to listen. You have to be cued in and empathetic to your audience and not try to capitalize on someone else's catastrophe. It's never been okay to have a tornado sale in Tuscaloosa after there's been a tornado. It's tacky. It's always been tacky, but now people can see it. So you have to listen to your audience before you start posting. So social listening is definitely on the rise. It's up 22%. Social listening tools are up 22%. And that's based on Google's keyword research. So yeah, people are paying more attention to social listening. Social audio is also on the rise. Not from Clubhouse. I'm mentioning I hate Clubhouse. I totally hate Clubhouse. I think it's going to totally go away. Hopefully sooner rather than later. RIP Snapchat. So podcast and Twitter Spaces. If you don't know what Twitter Spaces is, it's basically audio for Twitter, and they are doubling down on it this year. They really are investing in that audio marketing because it's growing. Podcasts, of course, are growing. So social audio is on the rise. Reels is still the best form of communication. It's still the best version of the Instagram platform. And there are so many versions to choose from. I mean, come on. You're talking about IGTV, posts, stories, and Reels is a lot. Reels is your best engagement tool, although stories is the best way. Instagram is your best. Reels is your best growth tool on Instagram. Stories is your best engagement tool on Instagram. But I would, if you're going to invest your time in Reels. And our last one for today, number 11. This is going to come as a huge shock. Video. Have I said video, baby, in the last 5 minutes? Video will continue to be the way to build trust faster with your audience so you can sell more. And I predict we're going to get more video on LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn has done away with their stories. Thank you, Lord, because it was terrible. It was a terrible idea. But I think they're going to lean into the video side. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like because that's my own personal prediction. I think they're going to give more, they're going to weigh video content heavier, like they weigh comments heavier for their algorithm. And I think we're going to see more video shorts on LinkedIn because how can you avoid the trend? I mean, look at the numbers. As a social media platform, you would be out of your mind to ignore that trend. So that in mind, yeah, LinkedIn video. Quick recap, because I feel like I'm flying. TikTok, TikTok is the one to beat this year. It has had so much growth. It's grown 45% just in the last year. So if you haven't gotten on TikTok, please do, because the key to success on TikTok truly deeply is trending, sound, and trends in general. That's going to help you grow faster than anything else. And in order to know what the trends are, you have to get on there and play around a little bit. Spending ads for smaller platforms, and when I say smaller, I mean smaller than Facebook, that's on the rise. Shoppers are going to want to buy directly through social media. Phones are going away. My son would rather be set on fire than have to make a phone call. And I think that's pretty normal for people under 20. And I think it's pretty normal for people under 30. So you're going to have to monitor your direct messages and your comments more. Long videos, really only working on YouTube. And when I say long, I mean more than 3 minutes. And if you haven't, unless you've been living under a rock, most videos now are less than 60 seconds. Short form works everywhere else. Ads are more critical because your average organic reach it's terrible. Facebook's gone. It's dropped. It's in half this year. It's gone from like 11% to 5.5%, which is terrible. Which is why niche Facebook experiences are on the rise, because it's a great way to communicate directly with your audience and really get that engagement that you're looking for versus your page. Don't get me wrong. You cannot omit it. You cannot function as a business today without having a website and a Facebook page. And Instagram is rapidly becoming the second half of the foundation. If you don't have Instagram and Facebook, you don't exist. So that being said, that's fun. That being said, you can't omit it. I don't care how bad the organic reach is. It still has to be there, because if people can't find you online, you don't exist. Okay, I got excited and ran off on a tangent. Okay, ads are going to be... I'm trying. Excuse me. Ads are more critical, which is the reason your niche experience. Okay, that's where we're. You're going to have to really invest some time in social listening, and it can be a more passive version of that with Google alerts or hashtag research. But you need to find out what your audience is doing before you talk to them, because you don't want to come across as non-empathetic or even rude. Social audio is on the rise. Podcasts, Twitter Spaces. Reels is still the leader on Instagram. If you have it, again, I cannot stress, but you see video is literally almost in every single one of these. Video is huge. Here, let me refer you to, yeah, come on. And it will continue to be the way to build trust faster than anything, because it connects people to who you are. They see your face, they're going to be more likely to trust you and do business with you. And I think it's coming to LinkedIn. That's my personal prediction for this year. You're going to get more video on LinkedIn. That's it for me today. Next week, we are going to talk about lessons learned, because there are certain things you can take away from this and integrate into your marketing plan for 2022 that will help you. And then the following week, we're actually going to talk about that plan so that we can move forward. And it's going to have video in it. Spoiler alert, it's going to have video in it. Okay, that's it for me, guys. If you have any questions or need anything, you can leave me a comment or send me a direct message. Until next week, I'm Karen Taradas, and I'm here to help. Thanks.